Michelle is a 22-year-old college student in Los Angeles. Outside of school, Michelle plays the piano for her church, paints, and reads books. She also serves in the U.S. Army as a reservist. In 2016, Obama froze the MAVNI program so no more recruits could enlist through MAVNI. Michelle was one of the last recruits of the program.
My mom first found out about MAVNI in December of senior year. It was when I was taking, submitting my personal statements for college, and I was really excited. And then all of a sudden, my mom would tell me, "Hey, Michelle, I got a call from a recruiter asking if we were interested, and they said they can give you citizenship." So I had to go to LA and stay there overnight so that I can get my physical exam. I had to take a test called ASVAB to have my job options, and I had to finish the contract or start the contract. Yeah.
Michelle was set to attend Boston University after high school to study psychology. She put her plans on hold to join the military instead.
When everybody was, posting their school orientation day for whatever college, I was actually really sad because I had to stay home and I had to watch everybody go off to college when I had to delay my admission. Eventually, I actually had to give up my admission to Boston University because the delay was so long, and I don't know, it was really hard for me to take it in because I was actually really excited to go to college right after high school, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted things to turn out, so it was really difficult for me in that aspect.
Still, Michelle was convinced MAVNI was worth it. Having grown up in America, Michelle couldn't imagine anywhere else as home, but she was running out of time on her student visa. She had come to the US from South Korea at 10 with just her mother and older sister, none of them speaking English. Her father stayed at his job in Korea because they expected to be reunited shortly.
Not seeing him coming home, it was weird, and I had to live with my cousin's family for a while before getting our own apartment, so everything was very new. There was that language barrier that really made it difficult for me at first. People would say something to me and I would just smile and nod and pretend like I understand what they were saying when I didn't. I thought maybe we'll come back after 3 years or something, or until my sister is done with high school. But I had no idea I would be here for 10 years, over 10 years.
Michelle was happy to commit 6 years to the Army if it meant she could stay in the country. What she could not have foreseen was that in September 2016, policies regarding MAVNI changed. The Army and the Department of Defense decided to subject all MAVNI soldiers to extra background checks and not allow the recruits to attend basic training until they passed the additional checks. However, the Army lacked the necessary resources to carry out these checks, and thousands of MAVNI recruits were stuck in limbo. Michelle's shipment to basic training was delayed over and over.
I was like, I am so done. Who are they to tell me to wait? It was actually my mom who helped me realize, you've waited too long for this. Let's see where this goes. Don't be the one to change the direction right now, because you never know what's gonna happen, and you never know who's going to benefit from this. But I know that for sure, Michelle, you're the one learning the most out of this experience. So it was actually my mom who helped me realize.
Michelle faced other obstacles, such as adjusting to living without her immediate family. Her mother and sister decided to return to Korea as soon as Michelle graduated high school because they were running out of time on their visas. Michelle was 18, trying to navigate the military and naturalization process while getting used to living with her uncle, aunt, and 2 cousins. 2 years after signing the MAVNI contract, Michelle finally received news that in May 2018, she would be shipped to basic training in South Carolina. Michelle spent her 21st birthday and her first week at training.
It was pretty strenuous, I would say. In basic training, we did what's called a ruck march. That's when you have a 60-pound ruck on your back and you march for 10 miles. And I remember I had 2 chocolate bars in my pockets, and I would like treasure those moments when I can take a break and eat those because it was so hard. But looking back on it, I think it was really fun. Like, I think I miss that camaraderie that you build between like different soldiers. I miss those like moments when we had to trust each other and rely on each other, depend on each other. Yeah.
Michelle submitted her naturalization application in June 2019, and months passed without any news from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS. It felt like a repeat of when Michelle waited years to ship to basic training.
I'm just, I think, confused. Like did I do something wrong? Or like I'm just confused like why it's taking too long, and it would have been better if they were to be able to give explanation like, hey, like this happened and that's why it's taking such a long time for us to process, but it's not you. I don't want you to feel insecure about you staying here in the States. When people like go on traveling, I can't go because I don't have my citizenship yet. I mean, like outside of the country, and I can't easily get driver's license because I don't have anything that proves my, I guess, residence here legally, and it's hard to apply for schools because I really don't know what to put myself as for my status of residence. State of residence, and just a lot of like legal processing documents. Like I don't really know what to do, and because I'm so in the unknown, I really like don't know who to reach out to or who to talk to about these problems that I have, and yeah, it's really difficult. I wanna go see my family. I haven't seen them in 3 years, so yeah.
In the midst of reporting, I met a lawyer who urged me to connect her to Michelle. Attorney Jennifer Wollenberg notified me that she has been litigating on behalf of MAVNI soldiers against the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security in a class action lawsuit. She has helped 1,900 class members get naturalized so far. Once it was confirmed that Michelle was a class member of the lawsuit, Attorney Wollenberg and her partners worked to schedule Michelle her interview date to get her citizenship.
No, I'm so happy. You have no idea. 아니 진짜 너무 좋아.
Unfortunately, COVID-19 struck and the USCIS told Michelle that she would have to wait until offices opened again to hold her interview. Michelle also applied to transfer from a community college to a 4-year university in hopes of studying business administration. Michelle hopes that her citizenship issues will be resolved soon and that she can be reunited with her family.
I use Kakao Talk. This is what Koreans use for Messenger.
I think about it all the time. Like, I imagine myself yeah. I imagine myself getting off the plane. Yeah, sorry. I imagine myself getting off the plane, seeing my dad, and like my mom and my sister waiting for me on the other side, and then even just having dinner with them will be so cool. Like, it'll be something so small, but something that I think missed a lot. Yeah. Sorry.